Okay, good afternoon. Yes, welcome to this class of cybersecurity. And today we're going to see the insight of cybersecurity techniques. I'm your presenter, Mr. Caleb Mutai. Welcome. Today, the expected learning outcome will be, by the end of this lesson, you should be able to understand the concept of cybersecurity model, and two, protect and defend computer systems and network from cybersecurity attacks. And introduction part of this is we are going to have a definition of terms. These are the definitions that we are going to use throughout our course. And definition number one, we have cybersecurity or computer security. It is the protection of computer systems and information from harm, theft, and unauthorized use. That is the definition of computer security. Then we have number two definition. We have the cyberspace. This is the global domain within the information environment, consisting of the interdependent network of information system, infrastructure, including internet, telecommunication networks, computer systems, and embedded processors, controllers. So these are just the environment within which we do our almost everything in internet. Then we have what we call threats. This is the potential negative action or event facilitated by a vulnerability that result in unwanted impact to a computer system or application. You can think of a threat as being like in human beings, we can have a malady or sickness. So these are the threats. Then we have the vulnerability. A vulnerability is the weakness in a system that can be exploited by cyber criminals to gain unauthorized access to a computer system. You can have a vulnerability as just a weakness or a weakness in a system where cyber criminals can get through to access unauthorized information system within our computers. So this one is the computer security threats. We have what we call computer security threats, and these are the confidentiality, integrity, and availability. The definition of it we have, so confidentiality actually means it is a measure designed to prevent sensitive information from unauthorized access at them. So these are the information which we have in our system that cannot be accessed by unauthorized persons. Then we have integrity. Integrity is the protection of system data from intentional or accidental unauthorized changes. We have those data that we want not to be changed by anybody. So these are what we call integrity. Our file should have integrity so that we can protect them from unauthorized changes. Then we have availability. This is the making sure that the information is available to persons who are authorized to access them. So it means that the system and data are available to individuals when they need it under any circumstances, including power outage or natural disasters. Then we have access control. Access control is a security technique that regulates who and what can be viewed or use resources computing environments, like protecting our data with passwords and everything else. Then we have authentication. Authentication is a procedure of recognizing someone's identity by assuring that the person is similar to what he is claiming for. Then we have network security. The network security is combines multiple layers of defenses at edge of internet and network. Each network security layer implement policies and controls. An authorized user gain access to a network resources, but malicious actors are blocked from carrying out exploits and threats. So we have some devices, that is hardware and software devices, that can be used to secure the network security components. And number one in the list, we have what we call firewall. A firewall, it can be a software. We have software firewalls, and then we have hardware firewalls. So a firewall firewall, what it does, it prevents unauthorized access through network, software, or firmware. By utilizing a set of rules, the firewall examines and blocks incoming and outgoing traffics. Then we have network security, intrusion detection system. That is what we call IDS. What is an IDS? That is a question. And an IDS is a hardware which monitors and detects the behavior across the network and should be considered a diagnostic solution. The IDS, what it does is leverages two types of detection. And what it does, we have detection number one, signature-based detection. And number two, we have anomaly-based detection. So that's what IDS does. And we have two types of detection. Then we go to VPN, that is virtual private network. These VPNs, actually what it does, it encrypts the connection from an endpoint to a network, often over the internet. Typically, a remote access VPN uses IPsec or secure sockets layer to authenticate the communication between two or more devices in a network. Then we have access control. And access control is what you have to know is that not every user should have an access to your internet. That is, you have to be secure wherever you do everything you do online. So to keep out potential attackers, you need to recognize each user and each devices within your cycle. Then you can enforce your security policies. You can block non-compliant endpoint devices, give them only limited access. This process of a network control, what we call ANAC. Then we have antivirus and anti-malware softwares. A malware, what is a malware? In short, it is a malicious software. These include viruses, worms, trojans, ransomware, and spyware. Sometimes malwares will infect network, but lie dormant for days or even weeks without being noticed. The best anti-malware programs not only can scan for the malware upon entry, but also continuously tracks files afterward to find anomalies, remove malware, and fix damage. So that is the fifth software that we can use in network, securing the network. Then in summary, we have what we call information security. That is, to summarize what we have learned. We've learned about information, we've learned about computer threats, and then we have learned about we have told about the confidentiality of information, integrity of information, and availability. We've seen the definition of it, and we've seen the network security, what we can apply, and everything we can do to prevent us from getting attacked online. And so that is the end of our lesson today. Unless there's someone with a question, an addition, then I beg to leave. Is there anyone with any addition or a question? Then if there's none, thank you very much.